She is challenging us in 1 year whether we fulfill the poll promises. Let me ask them, it is 8 years you have completed. Have you fulfilled your poll promises which you gave in 2014? You said that black money will be totally unearthed and 15 lakh cash will be deposited in every citizen's account. Have you deposited? Have you deposited? Your own Home Minister, Honorable Amit Shah, told it's a Jumla. Jumla? Jumla means empty promise.
Empty.
And what the Prime Minister told when people were agitated, just in 50 days, if it is not set right, you hang me. Did he not tell that? You punish me, he said.
Trichy Siva.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chairman, sir. Sir, I would like to start from where my friend Mr. Derek concluded his speech. In the year 2014, during the Lok Sabha elections, the then Chief Minister of Gujarat, who aspired to become the Prime Minister of India and now the Prime Minister, lambasted the then government, that it was a weak government and it reflects in a weak rupee. And he also accused that government UPA failed in all ways. Assured of, if I am right to quote, Acha Din, that is good days, will come. But now the worst days are here. The country has never witnessed such a critical situation before. In the past 50 years, the unemployment has critically gone down, very much bad than ever before. All because of this government's policies. Sir, I expected the finance minister to be here. I think some other works might have compelled her to be out. But I want to tell her. Yesterday when she was replying in the Lok Sabha, she was replying to the members of the DMK and other people who criticized the government for not having controlled the price rise and the petroleum prices. And in the course of her speech, she said that the DMK during the election campaigning gave a manifesto and it has not fulfilled its promises of reducing the petrol price and all. Sir, I would like to submit through you to this government as well as to the finance minister. She knows pretty well, but she spoke to the gallery. We expected something else from her. In 1 year, the DMK government, headed by Mr. M.K. Stalin, has fulfilled 70% of the poll promises. We have yet more 4 years to cross. And we have reduced the petrol price by 3 rupees. And we have reduced the milk price by 3 rupees. And we have done a very, very well. See, this government, because of these policies, I was about to come to that in the later part, but statistics very clearly say that the sex ratio of women have increased, but their anemic ratio is increasing very much. And the nutrition of the children are down to the level. Infant mortality is more. So, sensing all these things, in Tamil Nadu, sir, other than the nutrition meal scheme in the afternoon, we give also breakfast to the children in the school. That is a very progressive one. And everything that happened is only because of this government's policies. Everything. During the election, let me ask. She is challenging us in 1 year whether we fulfill the poll promises. Let me ask them, it is 8 years you have completed. Have you fulfilled your poll promises which you gave in 2014? You said that black money will be totally unearthed and 15 lakh cash will be deposited in every citizen's account. Have you deposited? Have you deposited? Later, you yourself.
It was Jumla.
Later, I'll tell you. Later, your own Home Minister, Honorable Amit Shah, told it's a Jumla. Jumla means empty promise.
Empty.
So, political promise. Whatever be the, I don't know the meaning of that word. So you gave an assurance, but you are not fulfilled. Father, you yourself said it is an electoral promise. So you have cheated the people. You have misled them. And you said every year you will give 2 crores of employment to the youth. But now as I said in the beginning, the unemployment has soared high. And next comes the demonetization policy. And the highly flawed demonetization policy which was imposed upon the people all of a sudden, which devastated the MSM sector, the informal economy, and the whole economy of this country. And what the Prime Minister told when people were agitated, just in 50 days, if it is not set right, you hang me. Did he not tell that? You punish me, he said. But years have rolled by. The crisis caused by the demonetization and the adverse impact on the economy and the MSME sector and the poor people still continue. So whatever you have done are only flawed. The GST, again to say, the GST has increased the basic prices. And Derek was quoting about a couple, a man and a woman getting up in the morning, getting ready to go to office, going out, what are all the expenses. Let me tell you one more thing, my dear friend. A person dies, he is no more. He is taken to the crematorium. There he has to pay 18%. 18% GST in crematorium.
Honorable member.
How sad? How sad it is. So also the petroleum prices. They cannot justify it, showing this and that reason. See, when the UPA was in power, the oil prices and the petrol prices in our country. Just a small comparison. Because we are not just evasively making comments or making accusations like the others do from that side. In 2011, the oil price was at the highest 111 rupees 89 paisa when the petrol price was only 58.5. That was in UPA. And when it demitted office, the oil prices have come down to 84.16 and the petrol was 72.26. When they took over, it was the same. The very next year, the oil prices in the global level came down to 46.17 rupee. But here, dollar, and here, the petrol price was 60.49. It was not proportionate. When the oil prices come down, it should be transferred to the consumer, but it was no. Rather, the petrol price was hiked. And slowly coming like that, today, the oil prices are $121 per barrel and the petrol price is 105.41. Sir, again compare UPA 111.89 oil price, the petrol price was 58.5 and now only 121, just 10 rupees, $10 more. The petrol price is 105.41. So you are actually accumulated. In the past 3 years only, the government has earned, as per the reports or the statement given by the finance minister, 8.71 lakh crore has been earned by way of petroleum prices hiking. Whom does it affect? Not the corporates. Actually, they are benefited. Whatever you have the money, you are waiving off the corporates' loans, telling that we are augmenting the incentives. No, but you are increasing their profits. During the pandemic, the whole country was suffering. Everyone. Because of the non-planned implementation of this lockdown, what happened? The migrant workers, they died, they lost their jobs, they were starving for food. Many people were suffering, so many were left unemployed, whereas the corporates' profit increased to 22% than before. Because of your incentives. You take care of them. A minimum standard of living, you have to assure the people. That is the basic duty of a government. Minimum a standard of living. What do you say in Hindi? Roti, kapda, aur makan. Makan. But that is not. But even that is not so. Sir, I would like to say, the RBI very clearly say the consumption level has declined from 100 figures to 72 figures. People are not able to buy. The expenses people are spending for their food in the rural areas, please. Rural areas have come down very badly. They are not able to eat. Their calorie intake is coming less. I would say, sir, the indirect tax, what the low income group people is giving, that is what the high income group, the corporate is also giving. The direct taxes income is only 54%. The rest 46% are given by the ordinary poor people. You are taxing them. You are breaking their backs. They are not able to survive. Essential commodities price go up. The poor people, see what you call Ujjwala? What is Ujjwala? You are given stoves, but the gas price has gone up. 1,100. They are having stoves, but they cannot buy gas. Women are starving. Women are, the family heads are something. I got a lot to say, sir, but I have to confine to the time which I have been limited to. This is the situation in this country. They are not bothered. They only give excuses. The fall in the depreciation of the rupee value. You cannot compare the other countries. You cannot say that person is sick, I am also sick. You have to be healthy. So the government has to take action how to bring back the rupee value to the country's needed level. It is not doing so. Whereas the forex reserves in the Reserve Bank of India has come down by 4 lakh crore rupees to shore up the Indian rupee. What more you have got? You are benefiting the corporates, punishing the poor people. This is not the right gesture of a government. Sir, she is not here, but I would like to conclude since my time is up. I think she would come to know because she used to quote from Tamil Thirukkural, Purananur and all. I would also like to quote one Thirukkural. Kodayali Sengol, Kudiyombal Nangum, Udayonam Vendarku Uli. Means, I would say in Tamil first, தேவைப்படுவோருக்கு தேவைப்படுவதை தருவது, அடுத்தவர்கள் கருத்தை மதிப்பது, நல்லாட்சி நடத்துவது, எல்லாவற்றிற்கு மேல் மக்களை பாதுகாப்பது, இந்த நான்கும் உடையதே அரசருக்கு அழகு. Let me tell in English. Let me tell in English. You have to give the poor what they need, number one. Number two, you have to lend your ears to the views of those people who oppose you. Number three, a perfect administration, a good governance and care of the people's weal are the qualities of a real king. Do you do that? You are not taking care of the poor people. You are not lending your ears to the opposition's criticism or comments or anything which we say. However, it may be genuine. Your administration is not also good. You say minimum government, maximum governance. But now maximum government, but minimum governance. Thank you very much.
Thank you. माननीय श्री संजय सिंह जी, आपके दो